Manu and this is Sally, my wife.
Namaste.
We are here from Australia and I just wanted to say hello to everyone and kickstart this podcast on all things sports and yoga and everything about the difference between the culture in India and the culture in Australia. So we are here at this amazing landmark, brand new building in New Panvel, in New Mumbai, India, called the Bhoir Sports Complex. But before we get into what's in the complex, I just wanted to ask Sally some questions. Like, she has been to India before, but this is the first time that she's going to stay here and do something in the complex, start sports and consult other areas of the complex management and administration. So just want to start with asking Sally. Sally, what is your favorite food?
Chapati and dal. Very simple.
Dal and chapati. And do you make dal at home?
Yes, I do make dal for the family and for other people in our community.
Excellent. And what about non-vegetarian? Are you struggling? Like in Australia, we are so used to eating red meat and other forms of meat on a regular basis, where the diet here is a lot more vegetarian than non-vegetarian. So how have you found your experience in the last month or so that you've been here, not having to have access to a lot of non-vegetarian food?
It can be challenging at times. I love the fruits, so I'm surviving on lots of fruits. You have beautiful tropical fruits here, but I definitely see my children suffering a little bit from the change in diet and readjusting to the spice level.
Excellent. So today is a lot more for the parents than the athletes. Sally and I, we are both parents, we have 3 kids. And the culture in Australia and the culture in India is so wide regarding how to build interest or motivate the kids to do something in sports or fitness. So Sal, in Australia, how strict does a parent really need to be to get the kids into sport? What if they just don't want to do sport? Is it looked like frowned upon, or is there another way of getting kids to inspire doing some sports?
Well, obviously leading by example. We both play a lot of sports ourselves, so that helps with our own children. But a lot of the Australian schools have a large sports curriculum, and Australians generally, with the beautiful weather we have, the beautiful beaches we have, generally they all need to learn how to swim. They all need to practice some sports at school, and then they get interested in a particular sport and then follow that on the outside in different competitions. I still play netball with my 20-year-old daughter every week, twice a week, in 2 different competitions. And it's easy when you're inspiring your own kids by getting fit and active and staying healthy yourself.
Yes. Sally always tells me how, Manu, you are a master of one, and she says that she has done a lot more sports. Like, since I was young, I only did gymnastics. So I did gymnastics for years and years and only did gymnastics. I did really well, and I got a gold medal in 1997 or something in one of the national games, where Sally has done a lot more sports since she was little. So she's good at sports, but she has always done a variety of sports. So what sports did you do since you were young?
Oh, wow. I started off with little athletics and sailing when I was very young. Then I did gymnastics as well for many years, from I think about 8 or 9 years old to 16, which is the mother of all sports. So through my gymnastics, that made me really good at different sports like softball, netball, basketball, volleyball, touch football. Many sports I've played over the years, and have enjoyed them very much.
Excellent. So as a parent, being able to play netball once or twice a week, how does that help you with inspiring the children?
Just mainly by leading by example, but also they say that I don't look my age, and most of the people on the court with me are much younger than I am. So that inspires them to remain active and healthy.
And in your recent years, you have been a dedicated yogi yourself. So playing netball, which is a high impact sport, where on the other side, practicing yoga is a lot less impactful, but does yoga complement, like yoga, very Eastern tradition, very ancient Indian tradition to practice yoga, and being a yogi and playing netball, how does yoga play a part in your netball?
Without my yoga, there's no way I could possibly continue playing netball at my age. Yoga is wonderful for keeping the body and the mind very healthy and aware and in the moment. And it also helps prevent lots of injuries that I might otherwise experience on the netball court. But I've been lucky enough, I was introduced to the philosophy of yoga back in the year 2000. And then I think it was 2011, we started our first yoga institution. I had no intention of teaching myself, but one day one of our teachers was unable to make it to class, so I stepped in and everyone was like, "Where have you been hiding?" And they wanted me to teach. So after my third child, I went full-time into teaching yoga, and I became the fittest, healthiest version of myself over many, many years.
That is amazing. Like yoga complementing, my apologies, all the Western high impact sports is just, I would say, being a born Indian, a beautiful gift from India to the rest of the world, right? So I just want to end today's discussion, today's podcast by saying Bhoir Sports Complex, come and say hello, and I have so much to share with you. I will keep doing this online through the video and audio podcast. Stay tuned. Next episode, I would like to drill Sally on her experience with wearing Mangal Sutra and not being able to talk to anyone as easily as she could with the team, the staff, the coaches, the students. Her communication barrier challenges, and so much more. So stay tuned for India versus Australia. We will also share how we got to meet years ago and how I proposed to Sally, and all the juicy stuff. How can the two cultures blend in and be in I don't know, marriage for all this long? What, 60 years now? I should know that. Yes. I would say 15 years in November. 2009, so that would be 15 years in November, right? Yeah, well, I get points for that, see? Anyway, thank you so much for listening. More to come. Please feel free to email us or message us. All the information is on our website, bhoirsportscomplex.com. Love to hear from you. Thank you from me, Manu, and
Namaste.
Namaste.